Begin tonight with a family grieving when they should be celebrating. Good evening, I'm Chad Silber.
And I'm Sydney Moore. People remember their wedding days for all sorts of reasons. The love, the fun, the joy. A woman will now remember it as the day she lost her husband just hours after tying the knot.
You a monster, man. God gonna deal with you. God is gonna deal with you wherever you at.
Tariq's mother is also demanding justice.
You want nothing but good, and I demand justice. I demand it, and I don't want to wait years for it.
Now the guess.
All right, what's up with it, y'all? So look, man, I'm back again with another video, and this is a crazy, unfortunate situation. I'm talking about the whole sequence of events, the way that it happened, the day that it happened, and who was out there to actually witness this whole situation. We're finna get into all of the details, but before we do, I do want to start this off the correct way with some positivity. I just want to tell everybody out there that I hope that you're okay physically, mentally, and spiritually. I want to wish y'all nothing but the best in every aspect of your life, and I just, want to send y'all some peace, blessings, and prosperous energy y'all way. And when I say this, I'm only talking to my supporters and to those who reciprocate the same energy back to me, and to those who say the same thing back to me in return. I hope that y'all did receive that. Other than that, let's move forward into this whole situation. So look, y'all already know how I get down. I got to start this out the right way, also by saying RIP to this man who lost his life in a crazy situation. His name was Tariq Burton. I hope I'm pronouncing his name the correct way. But yes, he was a 37-year-old man who lost his life on his wedding day. And it's just crazy that he lost his life in the manner that he lost his life. Now, natural causes and different things like that is something that we all can understand to a certain extent. But to actually lose your life to the hands of a weird fucker is one of the most craziest things to me. Now, he ended up, being in his vehicle, and the guy who took his life allegedly said that he cut him off. They got into a small, slight confrontation, and he ultimately ended up taking his life. Now, I want to say that it's just so sad and unfortunate that his wife was out there and the family was out there as well to witness this. He was a father of 4. He had 2 biological kids by his wife by the name of Kiara Burton, and he also took in 2 of her children as his own, how he should have done. You feel me? Like any man would do, any real man would do. To lose your life like this is one of the most despicable things. It's just so weird that people cannot control themselves these days. We are walking amongst demons. Entities are inside of human beings, and they are really compromising them. That's on the spiritual side. But y'all already know I'm going to say this as well. These fuckers is crazy. They ain't got no emotional intelligence, and they moving straight off of impulse. You're never supposed to move that way, especially when you got people around you. If something can't snap you out of what you're going through right then and there mentally, it's really something wrong with you. And we're not finna sit here and blame mental health on this whole situation. Nah, we're not going for that shit. This fucker was crazy, and he was demonic as well at the same damn time. Now, he ended up, being with his fiance for, I think, around 13 years, if I'm not mistaken. I done heard so many different stories, but that's one of the facts, I think, right there. Anyway it goes, it was over 10 years, right? People are actually speaking on why it took so long for him to marry this young lady versus his damn life. People be so caught up in this love shit to the point where they can't even think straight. You got to realize that a human being lost their life, and we don't know their situation or what took place, if they was on a break here and there or what. People just need to chill. And there's a lot of women out there that's doing a lot of deflecting and projecting at the same time. You over here saying this and saying that about a situation when the person you've been dealing with ain't even thinking about marrying you, and he like boys too. You know what I'm saying? He like Bucci. But yeah, y'all gotta stop that, bro. All that weird shit. Send your love, send your condolences, and some healing energy, and move forward, bro. Back to the positivity on this whole situation. Anything that's going on with this, I feel like it will be brought to the forefront because you did this in broad daylight. They finna run the traffic cameras back. Your ass going to jail. I don't understand. If you that mad, fight or something. Really, you shouldn't be doing none of this, but I'm just giving an ultimatum versus just taking a life. Because people are failing to realize that a life is a life. And once you take a life, there's no coming back from that. And you are definitely damaging homes and egos, all type of different things that goes into this, because the children are going to be without a father. There's so many different things that go into this. It's a lot of details that I did leave out because y'all already know I like to let the video speak as well. So let's get into this. I have to give y'all a brief synopsis. I've been seeing this situation take place. I just wanted to wait until they found the dude, but since they not finding him yet, I want to put my video out, and hopefully it can do something with people who actually know these people. They can tell some tips or something like that to try to help out. People just be doing these videos just to do these videos. I want some goddamn justice, because you out here doing some crazy shit. I would hate for somebody to take me away from my goddamn daughter over some weird ass traffic shit. You got some road rage, you want to take my life. It's crazy. Let's get into the video though.
In tonight with a family grieving when they should be celebrating. Good evening, I'm Chad Silber.
And I'm Sydney Moore. People remember their wedding days for all sorts of reasons. The love, the fun, the joy. A woman will now remember it as the day she lost her husband just hours after tying the knot.
Tyreek Burton died in a shooting on his wedding night in Greensboro. His family shared the whirlwind of emotions with WFMY News 2's Denise McMillan.
The newlyweds, who dated for 16 years, weren't even
16
able to
they
leave
dated.
their wedding venue before the unimaginable happened. The group was down 7 hours after saying "I do." Saying their vows during the happiest moments of their lives, Tyreek and Kiara Burton captured photos of their holy matrimony years in the making.
It was filled with joy, happiness, a lot of laughs.
They didn't know these photos would be the last they'd ever take.
It ended in tragedy. A random person came to this park, a public area, and my brother Cole.
Just hours after tying the knot, Greensboro police say someone killed Tyreek outside the reception at Barber Park in Greensboro.
It was supposed to be one of the happiest moments of his life, and it turned into something tragic worldwide. He did this in front of a minor. He did this in front of his wife with her gown on.
Brittany Burton is Tyreek's sister. She says as they were wrapping up at the reception, Tyreek left Barber Park briefly, and as he was heading back, a stranger followed him, saying Tyreek cut him off at the stop sign, so he shot him.
He didn't fire 2 shots. He didn't even fire 8 shots. It was in teams. He literally had a hole in his chest. Over road rage.
The family traumatized and devastated by the turn of events.
And for the person that did this, can't even call you a person. You a monster, man. God gonna deal with you. God is gonna deal with you wherever you at.
Tyreek's mother is also demanding justice.
You want nothing but good, and I demand justice. I demand it. And I don't want to wait years for it.
Now the guests who celebrated at the Burtons just days ago will be attending Tyreek's funeral. Greensboro police told me the shooting might be related to road rage, but wouldn't say anything else about a motive or a suspect.
We're learning some new details about this man you see on the shot here. That's Tyreek Burton. He was killed just hours after his wedding in Greensboro. He leaves behind multiple children and his new wife. WRL's Monica Casey spoke with some family members about how their day of love and laughter turned to heartbreak.
A long-awaited wedding day full of joy ended in sorrow for family and friends of 37-year-old Tyreek Burton.
Everybody was excited and happy for them, ready for the I do's.
Nisheria Holloway tells me Tyreek and her sister Kiara had been together for 16 years.
We grew up in the same neighborhood, and they started going together when my my 2 oldest nieces was very young.
Burton proposed on Christmas Day 2 years ago. He and Holloway have 2 daughters together. Burton had also taken in Holloway's other 2 daughters as his own.
He was a great man. He loved to spend time with his family, his kids.
After the wedding, Burton left in his car and returned to pick up his wife.
I mean, when he came back, a truck pulled real fast in the parking lot. That's when it happened.
And was that right in front of you?
Yes, it was.
Broadcastify Radio Traffic says Burton may have been shot multiple times.
They're advising the patient was possibly shot 15 times.
Days later, the family's shock has turned to devastation.
I didn't want them to see me cry, so when I got home, I just broke down. I keep seeing it. It's just replaying in my head.
Holloway says the family was told by police that Burton's shooting stemmed from road rage.
Why on the wedding day? Why him? Just why?
Our Monica Casey reporting there again. Greensboro police telling WRAL they're still investigating the circumstances around this shooting, but again confirm it may, after all of that, resulted from a road rage incident.
Family and friends are searching for answers after what should have been a day of celebration turned into a tragedy.
37-year-old Tyreek Burton was outside of his own wedding reception at the Barber Park Event Center in Greensboro on Saturday. Now, police are working to find out what led up to that violence. Fox 8's Elijah Skipper is live now at the event center in Barber Park and has been following this story for us. Elijah, what are investigators saying about this case?
Investigators are exploring the possibility that this is linked to road rage. Officers found Tyreek Burton in this parking lot with multiple gunshot wounds after his wedding reception. Investigators still haven't identified a suspect description, but they're working together to piece together the events leading up to this.
It's supposed to be. I mean, I understand it, but I feel like that there's no really whatever the hell that took place don't matter. Whoever did this needs to be in jail immediately. Now, for clarification and closure and things like that, yes, what happens needs to be known to the family and things like that. But as far as like prosecution and all the other type of stuff, y'all already know how I feel. I'm all for eye for an eye. I'm not promoting violence or anything like that, but I do feel like that when you do certain things, I always say this, I'm going to continue saying this forever. The family should be able to get the person who did it and do whatever the hell they want to do to them. There's no way in the hell he should be going through due process and all the other type of stuff. Somebody said people are all entitled to due process and things like that. Bro, when you're wrong, you're wrong. And when they find out that you really did it, there's no reason to go through all of the extra shit. Get their ass up out of here. There's no need for them. If you're going to take a life, your life needs to be done the same way, you feel me? I just hate this shit, bro. You know, especially being a black man trying to provide for your family, be there for your family, any man. You know, I'm not all into that race shit and trying to divide and stuff like that. I'm just saying, I'm gonna ride for my folks because it's real out here and we have it the hardest. I just want to say that trying to be a provider for your family, be there for your family, be the man and everything like that, just basically the backbone besides the woman, you know. I feel like they're just messed up, bro. You get stolen from your family over some BS. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy to me. And it was a correction. It was 16 years. But they've been knowing each other for life. And you know how sometimes, man, people don't be in a rush to do certain things. They want to make sure this is what they want to do. And other things can go up into this. And I'm only bringing it up because I see so many people talking about that versus this man's life. This man lost his life, his family. The wife probably ain't even worried about it. Why y'all be so worried about some shit that the family not even worried about, bro? It's crazy. But, man, RIP to him. I feel sorry for them. The children got to go through this, bro. And for her to actually have to replay that in her mind, seeing him that way, and everybody out there that have to replay it, it's something that's so traumatizing. And I hate that this shit keep on happening, bro, consistently, back to back to back to back. It needs to quit. And I feel like that if it was stronger, you know, sentencing and, you know, stronger punishments and stuff like that, all that shit will quit. If you start putting a firing squad on everybody else who do some weirdo shit, I promise you people gonna slow down. But they give so many chances to people and be so lenient in certain situations to the point people gonna continue doing it forever. And it's crazy, bro. They need to tighten up in the judicial system, and they also need to make sure that anybody who does some weirdo shit get taken up out of here, bro. That's just how I feel. Let's go.
One of the happiest moments of his life, and it turned into something tragic.
Days after what should have been a joyful celebration, friends and family gathered to mourn 37-year-old Tyreek Burton, who was outside his own wedding reception.
My brother didn't know this man at all. They never met. He never asked him what his name was. They never shook hands. They never had an issue. This was a complete random stranger. And he shot him in cold.
Witnesses say the happened as Tyreek and his wife were preparing to leave the venue. Tyreek had briefly left to retrieve something, and when he returned, family members say he was followed by a man who accused Burton of cutting him off.
And he asked my brother who was in the car.
Premeditated.
Who just passed him at the stop sign. And my brother said, if I did, I'm sorry.
Moments later, the man opened fire, killing Tyreek in front of his new wife.
For the person that did this, can't even call you a person. You are a monster, man. She's never gonna forget that. That child is never gonna forget that. He literally had a hole in his chest over road rage.
As they grieve, family and friends are looking for justice and longing for answers about the senseless act that stole Tyreek from them.
See something, say something. It's real simple. There's doorbell cameras out there matching the description. Detectives are out there. I'm out there. All these people behind me are out there.
Greensboro Guilford Crime Stoppers is offering a reward for any information that leads to arrest in this case. They're asking that you contact them at 336-373-1000. In Greensboro, Elijah Skipper, Fox 8 News.
Why him? That's the question family members are asking tonight after someone groom on his wedding day. This happened Saturday night at Barber Park in Greensboro. Kara Peters joins us from police headquarters with what investigators are saying about this heartbreaking story.
Police say the that claimed the life of a newly married father of four, Tyreek Burton, may have been related to road rage. His family is calling it a random act of and are now demanding justice.
It was supposed to be one of the happiest moments of his life, and it turned into something tragic.
And now, a painful memory the family of Tyreek Burton will never forget. The 37-year-old was married for about 7 hours before a day filled with happiness and joy took an unimaginable turn. Family members called police shortly after the wedding reception wrapped up at the Barber Park Event Center. They say someone they didn't know entered the park, alleging that Burton was involved in a traffic incident. Moments later, Burton was in front of his new bride and several others, including his daughter.
I don't understand how somebody that don't know somebody from a can of paint could just come in and just do that. I don't, and I never will.
As Burton's family gathers around the same area where a momentous day turned traumatic, they're hoping that the person who claimed the life of a husband, father, and friend on his wedding day is held responsible.
I demand justice. I demand it. And I don't want to wait years for it. He don't deserve what he got. He waited 13 years to get his bride.
That's where the 13 years come from.
He couldn't even take her home. It's just not fair.
Loved ones made a GoFundMe page to help with his family. They say all proceeds will be going to help his 4 daughters. Reporting outside Greensboro Police Headquarters, I'm Kara Peters for WXII 12 News.
Now, like I told y'all before, I was going to leave certain things out. His kids seeing this. You know what I'm saying? To actually have to go through life like this is one of the most craziest things ever, man. To actually witness the person who was there to protect and provide and love you lose their life in the manner that they did is one of the most craziest things ever. They're going to be traumatized forever. I mean, forever. There's no shaking back from that. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be something that runs through their mind forever. And I feel like that dude needs to get taken up out of here. And I feel like they should let people do what they want to do with them. Y'all already know what I'm saying. I don't advocate for violence, trust me. But I do really wish that this was something that was really out there, not for an outlaw or something, man. And I promise people will stop doing stuff too. They won't just completely stop because everybody feel like they can get away with certain things. Well, not everybody, but certain people do. But y'all get what I'm saying when I say what I say. I want to send my condolences out to y'all, man. If y'all got to go for me, anything like that, y'all message me. I'm going to be on the lookout for the messages. I'm going to post it. Not saying that y'all need it, but I do like to do that in certain situations that I know is authentic. I know that these people are going to need some help. They got 4 kids that really needed him. The wife need him, the mother, his mother. I mean, just the family in general. They should have never lost him, especially on a day that's supposed to be filled with nothing but joy, happiness, and excitement. And like the mom said, man, you couldn't even take your damn bride home, bro. That's pitiful and pathetic. it's just sad. And I know you see people dressed up in formal wear and you still do things like this. You are the devil, bro. Real talk. Hopefully they get your ass soon. You probably gonna watch this video because you want to know what's going on, but they gonna get you, cuz I hope they do, and I can't wait till they do. I'm gonna bring y'all an update if they do find him. I'm gonna try to wait a little bit to post it, but if they don't find him, I'm gonna go ahead and put it out because I really want his ass to get caught. And I feel like that certain videos do help a lot of things. You feel me? When the media gets involved, shit get taken care of in a lot of cases. But hey, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this whole situation. Y'all like, comment, subscribe if you're rocking with me. You like the video and things like that. And I'll holler at y'all later on another video. All right.